Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. We should probably reset that so it's in a normal position. How's it going? We're going to be playing a terrible game today. I am VTubing yet again, so that way nobody knows how unbelievably tired I am. That's honestly one of the main reasons why the true horror VTuber is no more cats. That is true. That's a good point. One of the main reasons why I want to get this VTubing thing going is so that way I can hide the fact that most of the time I'm like unbelievably tired and my body sucks. Even though I got way too much sleep. I spent almost all of yesterday asleep because I couldn't like even be awake. So yeah, will your streams always be like this? No. No, when I'm in a better mood and it's not obvious, that's probably when I'll be doing. That's probably when I'll be doing. Not a better mood. When I'm less exhausted and it's not obvious that I'm like my body is broken. Is Maine all orange? No. It's not. Actually, it's very nice today. Well, actually, it's not very nice. It's a little cloudy. But yeah, it's pretty nice. It looks crystal clear outside. I'm sure we're going to get all of it pretty soon, though, because Maine is the armpit of the U.S. We get everybody's garbage. Everybody's exhaust fumes comes to Maine. I should probably set these eyebrows to less sensitive. My eyebrows aren't even moving, and it's like bloop, bloop, bloop. Expression settings? Which one even is this? Now that I wanted to do it, it can't. Wait, what even is the trigger? How does it decide when to go up and when not? Is it... Oh, this is the wrong settings. I thought you could set them individually. Where it is. Expression sensitivity. Is higher better? I'm not sure. Okay, now it's not. Oh. Oh, it's my mouth? What the fuck? What? Okay, there we go. There, that's better. Alright, well, apparently when I just talk, it triggers it. Hopefully that works a little bit better. Yeah, we're gonna be playing an awful game today that I briefly covered in my Aragorn's Quest video ages ago. It's the PS2 version of Aragorn's Quest, which is really terrible. It's not the same game at all. I think it's the game they made for, like, the Game Boy Advance or something. But... yeah, it's completely different, and I've only played like half an hour of it. People in Gen Chat and SWTOR are being very annoyed, doom, and glooming over the news BioWare is going to be the devs for the game anymore. I mean, they were barely doing anything anyways. And it's probably what'll happen to LOTR, which is it'll mostly just keep chugging along, and you'll get some stuff, but it will never be at the heights it used to be. I got a game you should play Saturday. What game is that? What is this game? Oh wait, I want to move this down a little bit more. Okay, there. Oh wait, now this needs to be reset. Oh my god. If this mouse will ever come back to life. I have the first two Lord of the Rings games on the Game Boy Advance. They're probably better than this, I bet. They probably are. Classic Doom, but there's a mod for it? Okay. I still want to play the classic... I still want to play the first Wolfenstein at some point. I gotta get that. I'm off. Going back to watching somebody stream Diablo 4. Okay, have fun. It's called My House. What? I think I've heard of this, actually. Oh yeah, I saw an article talking about this, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Is this just somebody's house they made in like SketchUp or something? The fuck? Alright. It's a surreal mod? Okay. Alright, let's play this god-awful garbage game. This absolute insanity. I think the... Where? Oh, there it is. I think the delay is going to be a little bit weird because I could only make myself delayed by so much, so I think I might be a little bit in the future in comparison to this game, but it should be fine. It should be close enough that it's not really going to matter. Alright, let's start a new game. Also, I have to sneeze. Nope, apparently not. Okay, let's do Ranger. I'm a serious gamer. I'm not one of those, like, nincompoop gamers who have to do Hobbit levels. I'm a legit gamer.
The world is
changed.
I feel it in the water.
Is it playing actual music from the movie? Oh, fuck. Shut up. Shut up, Galadriel. You're gonna get me banned. Where's the volume on this?
For none now live who remember it.
I don't know. I think that's just music from...
It began.
I don't think it's playing any music. I think it's just mine. Okay.
Three were given to
As
the
you have not
elves.
sneezing, you can never sneeze again. No! I like sneezing. I prefer it.
And
It's
nine
satisfying.
to the race of men.
And 9 to the race of
Within these
men.
rings was
Shut
bound
up.
the strength and
Get on
will
with
to
it.
govern each race. But they were
Oh, it's
all
really quiet for you also.
deceived, for another ring was made.
I don't know if it'll stay that way.
The Dark Lord
Oh my god, this is
Sauron
so
forged
long.
his
Everybody knows the plot. Everybody knows the plot to Lord of the Rings, okay? We've all seen the movie which you're taking from.
A lost alliance of men and elves.
This isn't
marched
even
against
like...
the armies of Mordor in a battle at the foot of Mount
This isn't even
Doom.
like...
Sauron the Dark.
I don't know where I was going to say with that. I don't know where I was going with that. This isn't something, alright?
The ring
Is that
was to be
Aragorn?
sealed
Oh, that says Isildur. Oh.
to betray him to
Well, he definitely... He doesn't look like Aragorn, and he definitely does not look like Isildur. And that is also supposed to be... Bilbo, I guess. Bill Bobbins.
60 years passed until Gandalf the Grey, suspicious of the ring's power, deemed
Oh my
that it
god.
must be taken
This
from
is...
the
I can't skip this. This is painful.
It was here that it was decided.
Tuna is a
the ring
VTuber now?
had
I
to be
am. I am
destroyed.
indeed.
Cast
One of
into
these
the
days I'll be able to
fiery
move my
depths of
arms. I think there might be a way, but I haven't tried. I haven't checked it out
divert
yet.
Sauron's eye.
Yeah. Okay. They use the same sketch for
Much to
Isildur
Sauron's
as for Aragorn, and it still doesn't look like the guy. Oop. I guess I don't know. Maybe they could, I guess they couldn't afford Viggo Mortensen's likeness, so it's one of those things where it's like just in between. Aragorn, victory is at hand. Storm the tower and defeat the Dark Lord. Oh yeah, I remember this part from. The movies. By the way, yes, this is one of those games that starts you out with all of your abilities and then immediately takes them away. Everybody loves a game that shows you how cool you could be and how much you suck for 90% of the game. That's everybody's favorite thing. Is that anime blueberry ice cream, man? I thought about making blueberry ice cream. You can actually, if you do the points for adoring Fanwig, it might as well be the blueberry ice cream man. Take this and that. Good, nice. This is... Oh my god. How long do I have to freaking... Oh, it's a tutorial, that's why. Oh, great. Good. Oh, well, oh my god, it wants me to perform 3 of those? Bro. 1, 2... What? That only counts as 2? Oh my god. Can you let me through? Power attacks inflict damage. Zupingo. What is that? What? Block 3 enemy strikes. Alright, super. Do I hold it? Oh, I just hold it? Oh, good. Alright, I did it. Okay. You can tell they were trying to make it look like the Two Towers in Return of the King video game. Like, with the HUD and stuff. But it's just way worse. So much worse version. It's a new word. It means upside down refrigerizer. I think refrigerizer is also a new word. Oh my god. Defeat? No! Why? Why do I have to... Why is that a separate thing? I have to hold it down? What the fuck? What? Who makes you have to hold down the lock-on button? This is terrible. Can I move on now? Locking on an enemy will focus... Yeah, no shit. I feel like I've already discovered that. Why are you telling me after the fact? Okay, great. I can review my tasks. Hello, welcome, Alice. I'm just stuck here waiting for the rest of my life. Oh, it wants me to press the select button. This is your... Okay, good. Great. That's really awesome. Can I go now, please? Alright, they just destroyed their own defenses that I was incapable of passing. That's a smart thing to do. And now I'm in. They can't stop me. That's just the same cutscene, but backwards this time. Oh, I guess not. It just looks the exact same. It's just such a boring environment. I assumed it was the same cutscene. How do I get in? Oh, there's a map. All right. Let me in. Let me open this stupid thing. I want access to the chest of treasure. What? What? You must arm yourself with a more powerful weapon? What do you mean I'm using the frickin' Sword of Kings? What are you talking about? This is the end of the game. What? Anduril was in a chest? I thought I was using Anduril. What? The shards have been reforged. They're in this box. Alright. That makes sense. Sure. This is your equipment page. Alright. Oh my god. Is my eye okay? My eyes are never okay. Out of curiosity, are you going to use your new avatar in all upcoming streams? Not all of them. Just when I don't want people to know that I'm, like, unbelievably tired. It's much easier to hide, like, how ungodly exhausted someone is with a fake avatar face rather than their real face. They've got a cave troll. Wow, this is a very easy troll to kill. Okay, he does no damage, so I don't have to worry about blocking. That's good. And he's dead. I've done it. Oh my god, there's another one? That's crazy. That's ingenious, but also take care of yourself? I don't really have a choice. My body just doesn't work very well. The sky is orange. It's fine for me. I mean, it's gray for me, but that's because it's just a cloudy day. Oh my god, more orcs. The way is open. Defeat the orcs and move on. Thanks, Gandalf. That's awesome. Well, I guess it's time to move on, guys. Nothing matters that I collect. I'll pick up arrows. Okay. I guess I'll pick them up. Shoot that guy. Orc archers on the other side of the lava flow uses bow. Get your bow. Press 0 to equip the bow. How the fuck do I use the bow? Oh, I keep pressing circle. Alright. That's great. It's really good. Oh, it's just telling me all the things. Hold circle. Okay. Wow, that was cool. That was so good. Powerful shots inflict more damage. Awesome. I got him. He's dead. I'm almost level 40. Okay. Shoot the support. Alright. What? How? How did my arrow destroy that? That's a weak-ass support. That support was not supporting in any way whatsoever. You will use your avatar for everything, like you will turn into your avatar when you go to the grocery store? I wish. Man, if I could be my avatar in the real world, that'd be so much better. Those gaps are narrow enough to leap. Alright, great. Thanks, Gandalf. Aragorn, you fucking idiot. You can jump between that one foot gap. Did you know that? Did you know that, Aragorn? You don't even have to press anything. It just does it for you. Why did he even bother saying anything to me? I'll use. Now I'm healthy. Why am I even breaking these chests open? There's nothing in them. Oh my god, it's a thing on the ground! Elven runes allow you to save your progress. Oh, good. Alright, it just goes away. You can't save it again. It's gone. It signifies a mid-level save. So it's a checkpoint. Why don't you just use checkpoints? What? Strike enough enemies to fill your morale bar. Okay. I feel so filled up. Take this. Let's go. Oh, there's nothing over here. Oh, good. Where'd they come from? Congratulations, you leveled up. All right. Oh my god, no. Shut the fuck up. Let me continue with the game. Which tower am I gonna destroy first? What, in this game? What are you talking about? Are there towers in this game to destroy? Hey, don't chew there. That's not good to chew. Okay. Why am I level 40? Because it's a game that shows you the end of the game, and then it brings you to the front of the game. Isn't this the two towers? No, this is Aragorn's quest. And we're off to destroy the second tower, I guess. You're probably thinking, wait a minute, this doesn't look anything like Aragorn's quest. Correct. I feel really bad for every kid whose grandma got them the PS2 version of Aragorn's quest. And this was the game they got. I mean, I feel bad for every kid who got the normal Aragorn's quest as well, but still, at least it's the game they asked for. What? Okay. How do I get out of this? The armored troll approaches. Make use of your special... I was not paying attention, but I'm sure I can figure it out. Ow, fuck. It's a good thing he does no damage to me, because this would be awkward. Wow, that's a really useful ability. What is happening? It's shouting at me, but I can't do anything. Alright. Oh, I have to use all special abilities to kill him. Okay, good. And the thing just magically drops, and now I can get across. This is very convenient. Oh my god, it's an orc camp. It must be destroyed. Alright. I feel like there's bigger priorities, but okay. Where are all my men, my troops? I don't remember the part where Aragorn storms Mordor by himself and single-handedly destroys all of the entire orc population. What? Didn't he say burn down a banner? Where's the banner? Oh, this is the banner? Oh, okay. I'm sure that really discouraged them, those orcs. I'm sure they're very upset now. Oh, there we go. Will we ever see your lovely face again? Ah, no. There is no such thing as my lovely face. It never existed. It was never real. Unsubbing? Oh my god, this guy's in the wall. A second armored troll unleashed more special attacks. Okay. How do I change the special attacks again? Oops. Sure. What's this one do? It does that. That's very good. Oh, good. And he can immediately counter, and there's nothing I can do about it. That was just a run. That was very exciting. Oops, fuck. Chapter 48, Orc Sadness. And then Aragorn stormed Mordor, and there was a bridge, and then he waited for the bridge to come down for him so he could keep going on. Because the orcs are stupid and they just put the bridge down. Oh my god, we're at the gate of Mount Doom. This doesn't look... we're at the Black Gate? Why is the Black Gate inside Mordor? What the fuck? Hey, don't chew that. Oh, it's just a gate. It's just a random... Or actually, wait. There's another gate in here. The gate to Mount Doom. Okay. This is it. It's the Black Gate. Sauron stands before you. Oh my god, it's the white Sauron too. I don't remember that part. No. Did it ever tell me how to use my thingamabob? I guess not. It's a good thing Sauron's very easy to kill. Oh my god, not white Sauron. Can we get Gandalf hentai if we sub? I mean, probably not. Oh my god, it was a story! It was a story the whole time.
Oh, stop whining. It wasn't that hard. That's it. I've had enough.
I've had enough, you
It
dumb
is the
bitch.
Fourth Age. Frodo has departed for the Undying Lands. Aragorn is High King of Gondor.
Oh my god, it's Samwise.
Gamgee is now happily married to
Samwise Bambi.
Rosie. They and their ever-expanding family now reside at Bag End, a parting gift from Frodo. In Hobbiton,
Man, those are some
preparations are
hideous
underway.
models.
Aragorn, King of Gondor, is coming to visit the Shire.
I am Aragorn. Puppets, why is it always you who gets to be Aragorn? It's not fair.
Yeah.
You played him last time.
Yeah, kid whose name is Frodo, probably. Thoughts on the Haradrim Aragorn in the MTG? The Haradrim Aragorn? You talking about because he's not white? I think it looks good.
Aragorn here.
It looks good. It doesn't look like it's it doesn't look like they were trying to make him look like Vigo, but they didn't have the license rights,
Tell us about the mine.
which is what I was worried they would do. It kind of separates itself out from every other interpretation.
Sure, I can't tempt you with the adventures of
That's just what I read in an article. He's not actually Haradrim.
100 times already.
All right, Joe. Strider it is. Now then.
Hi, Twitch has stopped notifying me about your streams? Oh my god. Honestly, I might end up having to move to YouTube because Twitch sucks. And they just decide to make a bunch of really horrible changes that basically make this platform pointless. So that might be a thing that'll happen. But I haven't decided yet. Retry? Absolutely not. Fuck no. I prefer Twitch. I prefer Twitch as well. It's a better user experience. But it's just, they're making it such a terrible
As King Lesnar,
creator experience that it's hard to, like, want to stay here. Is it me or the cutscenes stuttering? They probably are stuttering. Let's see.
when I first met this mysterious ranger, he was known as Strider. He lived in the wilds, protecting the peoples
Oh
of
my
Middle-earth
God.
from bad folk. Some years back, Master Frodo and a couple of rascals you know as Merry and Pippin had undertaken a most
Those
dangerous
rascals. I find it... I don't know if you remember this from that time when I did the Aragorn's Quest video, but Samwise names all of his kids after his 3 friends. He names one of them Frodo,
We first met Strider,
which I think happens... I don't know. Does it happen? Even happen in the book? I have no idea. I haven't made it that far. He names one of them Frodo, which I guess kind of makes sense. You know, Frodo is gone. He wants to honor his memory. And he names the other 2 Merry and Pippin. Like, Merry and Pippin are still around. And also, like, you name all of your friends, you name all of your kids after the people you know? That's really weird. I started watching The Big Bang Theory for the first time. What do you think of that series? I think it's terrible. It's a terrible show. I used to watch it all the time, though. Eventually, you reach a point where you realize The Big Bang series is not for you. That's eventually what will happen. It's a show that's made. It's a nerdy show made for normal people. It's not a nerdy show made for nerds. And also, they basically make fun of nerds the entire time. Eventually, you'll be like, oh, I was wondering why I didn't understand the joke. It's because the joke is nerds are dumb. That was the joke. That's a great joke. What a good joke for a show that's all about nerds. Nerds are stupid. It's Nerdist? It is. Just like that website. So yeah, now we're shitty level 1 Aragorn. Aragorn, he's like 80 years old. Level 1. Level 1, 80-year-old man. He's been alive for so long. He's an absolute garbage at life. Okay. Bandit archers, take cover! Who are you telling to take cover? There's nobody else here. It's just you. Oh my god, a door! Where does it go? Alright, and then more guys. Are we gonna get a cutscene every time dudes show up? There'll be 3 dwarven runes nearby that hold... Why are we... What? Why am I doing... It feels like a bit of a sidetrack here. I think we're supposed to... I feel like we're supposed to be doing something more important. Is this game supposed to be widescreen? It looks strange. Actually, yeah, it is. I think it's wider for you than it is for me. Wait, hold on. I wonder if I accidentally stretched it out when I was trying to move it. If I... No, I think it is just weirdly wide. Yeah, it is. What the hell? Okay, that should be what it actually looks like. Big Bang jokes don't hold up at all. They were never funny. Some Big Bang Theory jokes don't hold up well in post. And post Me Too Hollywood? Oh god, I bet they don't. The main guys are basically serial creeps. Yeah, they're not. I mean, like I said, it's basically just making fun of, like, what people think nerds are like. Which is just weird perverts who, like, the things they're interested in are so bizarre and nonsensical. Elven silver? Oh my god, is there crafting in this game? No! With a forge and enough materials,
Master Craig
what?
gifted a tier 1 sub to Wex HFB. They
Oh
have
my
given
god.
121 gift subs in the channel.
What? Thank you for the gift sub, Meister Craig. Welcome to the sub club. Welcome Wex to the sub club. I'm curious what's behind that door, and I don't know if I... do I have to keep going this way? I don't know. 121 gift subs? Yeah, that's pretty crazy, actually. Howard, why would you build a drone to spy on women? Bazinga, bazinga. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Pretty much sums up that whole show. It's just Friends with sex pests as the main characters. I'll have you know, Friends, the main characters are sex pests in that show. So it's just Friends. It's just Friends, but they're supposed to be nerds. Homie watches Red Letter Media. Oh my god, I'm low on health. What is this? Why is this thing on the D-pad keep showing up? It doesn't do anything. Maybe it has nothing to do with the D-pad actually. I've only ever heard them use the phrase. I heard some other people use the phrase, like the Weekly Planet uses the phrase. The game sound is choppy? Is it? What the fuck? Or is it because of this? I mean, I can't even hear anything from that, so that's probably not it. Oh, wait, hold on. I wish there was a way to have the audio sync match the scene change, because now my audio is completely out of sync with my voice. I mean, with my face, which is really cool. This is really great. The game is just old? No, it sounds fine for me. Could be because of that. Alright, hopefully that makes a difference. If that doesn't, then I don't know.
The rangers which once guarded the borders of the Shire have been scattered or slain. Frodo has
Oh, wait. Oh, crap.
Great perils awaiting your dream.
There's no game now. Fuck.
You must find him before
The Aragorn felled the two towers. Does he know that jet fuel can't melt steel beams? Oh my god. It's all this conspiracy. Why is the game not working anymore? Where did it go? Well, no problem. Just hold on a second. I wish I had a better alternative to capturing this stuff. At some point I'll probably have to get like a capture card. That'll make it way easier. They're stopping you from playing because you're too close to the truth? Oh my god. Maybe it's time to play the other Lord of the Rings game? Which other one? The Shire sits atop oil? Nah, Gondor would have been all over that if there was oil there. What in the hell? Did I break something when I made that change? This is going very well so far. This is going very well. This whole stream is doing incredibly well. That's good to see. Oh, there's no signal detected. What the fuck? No. Oh. Fuck. Don't chew that. I need that. That would be very bad if you chewed my controller. Then we would be done playing this for today. Oh my god. I think I might have to reset the PS2. This thing is so finicky. It's honestly insane how finicky this thing is. Have you guys ever seen the Two Towers interview where Viggo Mortensen is arguing with George Bush or something, and then Elijah Wood? And what? I don't remember that. I hear the sounds. No, that's the sounds of the music I have in the background, because we can't listen to the licensed music from this game. Oh, I did change something. Oh, whoops. Oh my god, I feel so stupid now. Why did I change to HDMI? What? It's still not working. You fucking kidding me? Oh my god. Oh, there we go. It's still telling me there's no signal detected, even though there's clearly a signal. Alright, good. Okay, perfect. It's working again. Hopefully there's no problems with the audio. Wait, what? Oh, I see what happened. Okay, there we go. Now it's perfect. Alright, great. Or close enough, I guess. Okay. Let's continue the garbage. I like this token quote. Ducks at the park are free. They don't want you to know. We can take them home. I have 400. What the fuck? Is that a real quote? Wait, no, it can't be. I like this token quote. Evil cannot create anything new. They can only... Oh yeah, I've heard that quote before. How do I capture this game? I capture it with this really old device called a Hauppauge HD PVR2. I don't even think they make them anymore. I got it. It was like the first thing I got when I tried to start doing YouTube. It's terrible. It was the best device back then, and it's still kind of the best device today, which is sad. Which is really sad. But it's so unbelievably finicky, it's awful. Aren't I supposed to be looking for some, like... some runes or something? Oh, I've already been this way. Oh. People were protesting the movie because they thought the title was disrespectful to America. Wait, what movie? And he has a t-shirt on that said, like, no more blood for oil, and the interviewer kept bothering him about it. Oh, because of the... Oh, because of the interview. That's hilarious. How dare you dislike the fact that we're destroying entire countries for the use of oil, you son of a bitch. That's hilarious too, because nowadays those people are like, Viggo Mortensen wouldn't have approved of whatever. You know what's odd? I can usually play third-person games just fine, but this is making me dizzy. Yeah, this game is, that's understandable. That's understandable. What the fuck? What is this? Oh wait, I'm level 2? Does that mean I can, like, get some abilities or something? I can't hit him when he's on the ground. That's really good. It's cool. Oh, rope! Nope, I cannot get anything. Alright. Do I have a new sword? Nope, I do not. I don't have anything at all. That's really good. Aragorn's quest looking good, you better believe it. What a great game this is. What's in here? More silver. Alright, superb. Oh my god, I have 4 silvers. We have enough silver, now we need a forge? A forge. Where can we find one of those? Did I? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. So I think, wasn't there supposed to be 3 of these? Where's the third one? That's not the third one. What the what? What the hell? Where's the third one? Did you get to visit in towns? Is it purely fighting? I honestly have no idea. I haven't really gone any farther than this right here. So I don't know what happens after this. That'd be cool, but I'm not holding my hopes out for that. I don't expect anything from this game. Bridge repaired? Where does this go? Nowhere. I kind of feel like I should have found the third one by now, but I don't remember seeing it. Oh. Alright, well, okay. I guess it doesn't matter because we've continued on the quest. Oh, we're heading to Weathertop, so that means it's after Bree. Which means you're probably not visiting any towns at all. Wolves? Oh my goodness. I remember this part in the books. I remember the part where Aragorn got attacked by a bunch of bizarre-looking wolves. And they had glowing green rings around them. That was a great part of the book. You get to... Oh, wait, I just read that. Let's go... What's in here? Nothing. Look, Mr. Frodo, it's Mr. Bilbo's trolls. What the fuck? Is this after Weathertop? I mean, why am I expecting this game to make any geographical sense? Help me gather timber so we can repair the bridge. Alright. I mean, we could just go around. That'd probably be quicker, but sure. I can't believe Elden Ring ripped off the superior Aragorn's quest. True. I know. This was the inspiration for that game. They didn't even credit them. Can you believe that? This rip-off version of a different game. Oh my god. The wolves were hiding inside the trolls' treasure areas. That's crazy. This is such a good game. It's great. I know you probably think I'm joking, but no, it's such an amazing game. It's unbelievable. I got bracers? What? I wonder if it'll change the appearance of my character. Probably not. No music whatsoever? Oh, wait. I had to turn the music for this game off because it's like the licensed game from the movies, but I forgot to... I'm playing music in the background, but I forgot to turn it back on. That's just the end of that song, so let's go to a different thing. Okay. The word you were looking for was cave? No, that's not it. That's not right. Alright, let's check out our character. Nope, nothing changed about our character. Okay, as I suspected. That's good. Nobody wants an RPG looter game like this to have a character whose design changes when he finds better gear. You don't want that. That'd be awful. We got one timber, guys. Oh wait, I'm level 3. I'm almost level 4. That means I could probably get some abilities. Oh my god. Let's just wait till level 4, because it's not like it matters at all. Doesn't matter a single bit. Timber! We need 3 timbers. I feel like we really only need 1 timbers. I feel like we could just walk. Oh, I thought that was a good guy. I thought I was gonna talk to him, but no. Oh my god, we're level 4. What can we level up? I guess a Sealder's Vengeance. How do I get it? Okay, there we go. Thrilling graphics and sound, true. Blizzard extensively researched this for Diablo 4, but fell utterly short of the masterpiece that is Aragorn's Quest, true. That's a fact. I found a journal entry. Alright. Okay. Sure. Good work, hobbits. The hobbits didn't do shit. I did all of the work. What the fuck? Oh my god, we've rebuilt the bridge. I'm surprised I've not seen an RPG where when you level up, absolutely nothing changes except for a number on the top left. Well, now you have. This is the first of its kind. How do I use those abilities? Oh, here we go. I did something. Okay. I just heard about this Zelda game, and they also stole the idea of having swords and wolves. True. This was like the origin, the root for all RPGs everywhere. This started it all. Oh my god. Wow, that insta-killed him. That's so cool. Do I have my bow yet? Oh yeah, I do. That's good to know you start out with the bow. That's pretty good. I was half expecting it to be one of those games where you have to find the bow. Like how in like that Jango Fett game where you find his jetpack just at some random store and then you steal it. That's pretty good. That's pretty cool. I can't believe you copied the idea of having a third-person camera for your Oblivion mode. Honestly, this camera is literally like the exact same camera. It's basically the exact same. I like the sound, how the sounds the bow makes do not line up at all with anything that's happening with the bow. Alright, well I have this fire now, so that's good. Take this. Oh my god. Oh my god. What, that guy blocked the attack? Oh no, he's pro gamer. My bow does a lot of damage. It does way more damage than my sword. My sword does like no damage, and my bow does... This guy, it insta-kills. The guy just insta-killed by the bow. To be fair, I kind of like the somewhat cartoony graphics of the game. It's not... I mean, the art direction isn't terrible. It could be better. It could be better if they, like... If the character designs were a little bit better. Because there's details about the characters that you just would never see. Because they designed it for a different game. Only the highest level gamers know the technique of block. That's true. I haven't blocked a single time except for when it forced me to. Oh my god. Oh, I can't believe they got the Weathertop caves in the game. That's such a classic part of the book, and you know, just gets completely squandered in every media. I'm so glad they brought it here, though. The caves of Weathertop. Also, now that I think about it, since we haven't made it to Weathertop, that means that the geographical locations we've seen in the past do not line up at all. Just watch out when I'm using my stab attack. Let me just shoot him with a bow. There we go. So much more effective. This bow does almost their full damage, and my sword does like 5% with one hit. Look how little my sword does with one swing. Did I like forget to sharpen it? Is my sword dull as fuck? Is it just a baseball bat? Why is it so weak? Oh my god, the cave troll underneath Weathertop. I have no arrows. Oh crap. That was a good fight. What the? How do I get to that? Is there like a way around? I think there was another path I saw. Oh yeah, there is another path. Can't believe the Two Towers and Return of the King ripped off this masterpiece. True. That's where they got the idea from. They just completely just dragged and dropped the HUD and all of the models right into their game. Stole all the animation files. It was a big lawsuit, quite frankly. Troll did no damage? Yeah, he did. He was weak as hell. He was weaker than these dudes right here. I'm playing on the highest difficulty that it allows me to play on. Hard difficulty is not automatically unlocked. Isn't that crazy? Tolkien ripped off the game with his shitty books. That's true. What a thief, you know? Unbelievable. Unbelievable the disrespect he showed. Ranger's Bane. I guess I'll get that one. Yeah. Didn't I get something else too I want to look at? I got like an amulet or something. Eridor amulet. It adds nothing. It adds something? It has bow damage? Bro, my bow damage is already out of control. I don't need more. Nobody ever thought of making a game with a sword before this. This is, people are like, it's honestly, it's surprising that people never thought of it. It's just so obvious. It was right there, but this was the first game to do it. Tom Bombadil comes back again and smokes a joint with Gandalf. That was cool. It's my favorite part. Okay. Weathertop Caves, quest complete. The Ring of Dagor. Oh my god, my favorite character, Dagor. It adds defense. Okay, swell. This is the game that Tolkien based the books up from, right? Yeah, that's right. Oop. Oh, sorry, bunny. D&D ripped off this game from 1974? Yeah, that's a fact. This game that came out well after the PS2's life cycle was over. D&D ripped it off. It's just stole directly from it. Is that a bamboo ladder? What the fuck? What the hell? They give you so much health. Just every single... You take so little damage, and you get so much health. It's honestly unbelievable. Every dude drops like a full stack of health. If I could bring one thing back in time to show Tolkien, he'd be this. It would be this. Honestly, this would probably kill him. Seeing what Lord of the Rings has become with this game, it'd probably be the death of him. Where's that guy going? Bro, I'm trying to murder you. Make him play it and see what he helped create. He'd probably wish he could undo the Lord of the Rings if he saw this. Game of Thrones was originally going to be Aragorn's quest adaptation, but they couldn't get the rights. Not many people know that. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, Jon Snow is basically Aragorn, so... And his quest, and Jon Snow... What the fuck? Oh no, Frodo! Back, hobbits! Get away from here, you filthy hobbits! Well, that's one down. Oh, is he... Oh, what the... He just disappears? What if I throw this at him? Oh, it just misses. Alright, good. This is what they use for reference in the movies during the scene. I mean, they did a pretty good job of adapting it, but I think they missed the ultimate. They missed the most important part, which is the part where Aragorn just continuously smacks them in the head like 20 times before they run away. I think they ran away a little too quickly. I don't really understand why the Ringwraiths fear fire. Do they fear fire in the books? I don't remember if fire is in the books or not. But it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, because it's not like it does anything to them. All it does is burn off their clothes, and then they're just invisible. Which is like... Alright, why don't they just stay invisible? That would have been much easier for their job. Just take off their robe, the hobbits would have never even known they were there.
It was Strider that saved us. Charged straight into the Nazgul. Fearlessly.
Why does he call him Strider right now? When everybody knows who he's Aragorn, and he just calls him Aragorn normally.
Poor Master Frodo, though. He'd been injured. We managed to get him to Rivendell, where the elves tended to his wounds.
The uncut version, they complete entire meals and walk for miles without saying a word. Enemies defeated! Oh my god, I gained 629 XP. It took me 22 minutes. That's a long time. I'm pretty sure half of that was me trying to fix the audio.
It was in Rivendell, where the Fellowship was formed to help in our quest.
Oh my god. This is new content. I've never made it to this part of the game.
Fellowship?
Well, you had Gandalf and us hobbits.
Why not mention the fact that the blade was evil poison knife?
The Gimli of the dwarves.
Oh, you mean why does he mention it in the game? That's a great question. He was injured by evil poison. I don't know. I guess he doesn't want to scare him too bad.
Lastly, there was Strider, who we now found out was not just a ranger, but Aragorn, heir to Isildur, the king in waiting.
Oh my god.
Don't forget Bill the Pony. So what was this quest?
Don't forget about Bill the Pony, the character that
To cast
the character that
golden
isn't mentioned,
into the fiery
that hasn't been mentioned since Bree and doesn't get mentioned until it's time for him to leave.
A ring?
Indeed, a very dangerous ring, made by the Dark Lord Sauron.
I wish we got the Guillermo del Toro's version of The Hobbit. To be honest, I wonder if it would have
The very same
had
ring
just as much
that
studio
was cut
interference
from the
fucking
hand
up.
of
I mean,
by Isildur
it had
all those
the
ages
thing
ago.
is Guillermo del Toro was forced out of making that movie because they wanted Peter Jackson. So I'm sure it would have had tons of studio interference. Frodo is dead in this adaptation? Well, I mean, he went to the Undying Lands. And I guess that's like being dead, even though it's nothing like being dead.
Things didn't go to plan. Saruman had sent out spies and news.
Oh my god, Sauron sent out the spies! We must take the snowy paths of Caradhras. Beware, the misty mountains are patrolled by wolves and whatever. Strider, the path is too dangerous for us hobbits. Clear a path and defeat the wolf chiefs. The wolf chiefs? What? When did they have chiefs? Use royalty-free music as background. This is Lotro's music, so I guess we'll see if I get hit with a copyright strike, but I highly doubt it. I mean, this is nobody's music. Just nobody's music. Nobody wants to do a copyright strike on me. Tolkien should have kept in the epilogue where Sam's family accepted that he was gay and told him it was okay to go to the Undying Lands after Frodo. What the fuck? Use my music so I can sue you? Oh no. I think it's if you like, it's understandable if you read the books and interpret Samwise as gay, because it like, you know, you could easily interpret it that way. But I find it really weird when people interpret Merry and Pippin as gay, like they're gay together. I'm like, you do realize they're like cousins, right? You do realize they're very closely related. Like that's a weird. Not making that up, but he did actually write the okay though. The gay part is my own addition, but also like, come on, yeah. I mean, you could. I don't think that was his intention, but you could easily interpret it that way. Not even second cousins. Were you saying they are second cousins? They're not even. Yeah, they're. I'm pretty sure they're first cousins, right? They can be gay if people want, but not together. That's usually when people say like, oh, they're gay together because they love each other so much. And like, it's kind of a weird grouping. That's like when with Supernatural and people like ship Sam and Dean together as a gay couple. It's like, I don't know about that, guys. that one's a little strange for me. They're brothers? Yeah, exactly. that shipping is always a little weird in my opinion. Oh my god, there's another wolf chieftain. What are my abilities? This one? There we go. It is a wolf chief. I knew because he was bigger than the other wolves. I'm gonna choose to believe maybe most people who say that just don't know, but like also there's definitely some freaks out there. I think most people don't know. I think that's the thing is a lot of people just watch the movies and also skip the part where they talk about they're related, I guess. Is that in the movies? Maybe it's only in like the extenders, I don't know. Anyway. Also that's like saying it's okay to be gay so long as you're not with someone of the same gender. Frodo and Sam aren't related? I don't think so. If they are, it's probably like really distant. Oh my god, he fell down the creek! I didn't know they could do that. I didn't know that was a choice. I assumed it was just an invisible wall for everybody. Frodo and Pippin are, though? Yeah, isn't Frodo, Pippin, and Merry... Is Frodo second cousins to both of them, or is he only second cousins to, like, Merry or something? Second cousins once removed on Pippin's father's side. Oh, okay. So relatively far away, but still related. Oh crap, I wasn't paying attention, I died. Oh no, how far back is this gonna take me? I didn't think you could die in this game. I thought it was impossible. Where even am I? Oh, I'm right here. I'm not that far away at all. I guess I'll save that health pool thing for 5 seconds from now, I guess. I always forget about the special attacks because they're not that great. We must trick the bandits into opening this barrier. And it looks like we've just stirred its guardians. I wonder if they'll cross over. No, they won't. Oh, now it's 3 hits to kill him? That's too much. Oh, that guy was practically dead. Shake your head left and right really fast for us, please. Alright. Oh god, that made me dizzy. Oh god, I feel sick. Take this! Oh my god, explosion attack! Bro! Morale! Perfect. Okay. That tracking, was it any good? I don't know if it's good or not. I stopped paying attention. Weren't you just fucking around in a cave on Weathertop or something? How'd we get here? Yeah, we finished the Weathertop cave. We killed the Nazgul. Now we're in Caradhras. So that's cool. A place that is notoriously filled with bandits. Place the banner in the pile of... What banner? What are you talking about? Oh, it's open. Okay, good. I was impressed because the hair did a little flick, so I want to test its limits. Oh, it's not the best limits. It's not. I have a strong attack, but I'm not entirely certain what the point is because it doesn't really seem to like be stronger. It's a lot slower though. Well, that guy was already practically dead. An old bridge! How do we get it working? It looks dwarven. 4 gems are needed for us. Oh my god. I get the feeling this game plays fast and loose with the plot. I mean, the normal Aragorn's quest does, so you better believe this game definitely does. Probably should use more of my leveling up abilities. Who needs to go to Rivendell or see Council of Elrond? No, that was just like a dialogue cutscene thing. Just 5 seconds. No big deal. Ring of Frozen Wrath. Gives me 3 extra damage on that, so I guess that's pretty good. Rivendell has no impact whatsoever on Aragorn or his personal quest. To be fair, in the books, it really doesn't. It really has no impact at all. Although I guess he does forge his sword there. So that's something. That's right, in the books he forges his sword when they first go to Rivendell. This is basically Aragorn fan fiction he's telling the kids. That's true. What the? What? Oh, it's the Dwarven Sapphires, the things we're supposed to be looking for? How many have we found? Have I found all of them? Did I play the Revenge of the Sith game? Yeah, that game is awesome. I considered doing that today, because I have it. But I kind of want to play a really terrible game. Well, I don't know if I wanted to, but I decided to. Okay, we have all of the sapphires, I think. I'm guessing I need to use it with this, probably? Where do I use it? What the hell? Oh, maybe. Oh, it's way back there. Oh, God. Where is it? Wait, what? Where do I go? Oh, here we go. That dropped before the movie, I remember. Yeah, and it ruined a lot of... The game spoiled the movie. Yeah, it ruined a lot of stuff for a lot of people. Maybe it's Aragorn that Sam is gay for, because he's hyping him up so hard. That's true. Ever since he found out that Aragorn was with Arwen, he's been disappointed. But you know, he still longs for the day. Oh shit! I'm gonna die. Is there a? I don't know if there's a health thing anywhere nearby. There we go. That did him in. A journal entry. Just some random journal entry on the ground. That's really cool. Yes. Boom. Rah 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 boom day. I keep on pressing the strong attack like it's gonna do anything at all, and it doesn't. It doesn't do anything. I love the fact that the Phantom Menace soundtrack dropped before the movie with a track called Qui-Gon's Funeral. Yeah. Yeah, that one pretty much told you the plot of the entire movie through the titles. In case you want any confirmation on Sam's orientation, my autocorrect suggests same-sex every time I write Samwise. Oh my god. There's a fell voice on the air. It's Saruman. What the... What? We must go into the mines of Moria, which is right here. There's no Kraken. There's no tentacle monster. What the fuck? Wait, what? No, where are we now? We're just on the other side of the mountain? Okay. We've done it. We've skipped the Mines of Moria. Mines of Moria don't matter. I think I had Iron Man 3 spoiled for me by a Lego set. That's very likely. The toys in general tend to spoil, like, major plot lines. Because they always want to release them, like, first. And also, there's a ton of people who work at toy companies that do not give a shit. And toy companies in general do not give a shit because they want to promote their toys. So they're like, yo, you need to buy, there's movies coming out. You need to buy the toy of, when, when Obi-Wan throws Anakin into lava. You need to buy this toy set of when the Joker is killed. This game is just so much worse than, like, the Two Towers game. It's so bad. Oh my god, it's another door! Where does it go? Okay, nowhere. Is this one of those doors we have to click on the big stone obelisk? In the first Avengers Endgame Lego set, Thor was a thin, fit guy. Well, I mean, there's only so many options you can have for a Lego character. And by only so many, I mean basically one option. Unless you make a custom version. Like, I think the Hulk is usually like a custom size. There's a track by an Italian alt rapper that spoiled the endings of an insane amount of movies of the time on purpose. What the hell? The Dwarven Door. Wait. Oh no, wait. There were multiple ones, but it doesn't even give me any time to see how many I'm looking for. Presumably 3, but I don't know. They had a Bro Thor set later. They actually called him Bro Thor. Is Bro Thor, was he called Bro Thor when he got fat, or was that in Thor 3, where they started calling him Bro Thor, or people did, I mean. I don't think they actually called him in the movies. Okay, I need one more. I'm guessing if I go through there, I'm not going to be able to open whatever's behind this door. I really want to know what's behind this door, because I didn't get access last time. What? Where's that guy going? Bro, come back. Now I just got to wait for him to get up. Oh wait, that's the thing. Oh, here we go. I just called him Deadbeat Dad Thor? Yeah, I guess that works too. What the hell? Wolves are back? What? Where did you come from, wolves? I love getting 5 ads in a row. Oh yeah, I was gonna change that because it's not like ads make me any money anyway. I was gonna make it less. What the frig? Is it just a health font? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, there's a chest here too, okay. A short bow. Wait a minute, is that area just infinite wolves? I don't care. I was gonna say I could grind, I could level up by grinding to max level, but I don't care that much. What, this bow is so much better. When am I gonna get a better sword? I wonder if the better sword was in that place that I didn't access. Oh, that's right, I should level up my skills as well. Sword Thrash, Elendil's Malice, Ranger's Rampage. What is with? I guess let's get Sword Thrash, right? It's gotta be good. What am I doing? Oh yeah, we change it. Oh my god, it's so... These menus are so slow. They're so slow. Okay. This is Sword Thrash. Let's go try it out on somebody. Question is, where do I go? I don't remember. Oh, this is where I came from. Okay, I'm leaving. Alright, see you later, Spiffy. We go this way? Wait, or can I go this way? No, I can't. Okay. Okay. Presumably, this door up ahead will take me to the next area. Where is the door? Oh, here it is. Oh my god, we're still in this stupid place. When am I gonna be done with Caradhras? Oh yeah, let's check out what this new ability does. Wow, this is so good. That's really great. That's a really great ability. Stay back! Oh my god, Legolas, you saved us. You saved us from the falling snowball. Move back! Wow, that did 5 damage. Oh my god, that was awful. That could have killed me. Avalanche! This is so stupid. What's my favorite PS2 game? Probably Suikoden 5. That game's really good. There's a lot of really good games for the PS2. The PS2 just has such a great collection of amazing games. Morale upgrade. Alright, great. That is so stupid. Oh god. Get out of the way! Okay, so strong attack knocks them to the ground, which is not particularly useful because then I can't do any damage to them, and I have to wait for them to get back up and able to attack me again before I can start attacking them. Wow, this is such great gameplay. Just having Legolas shout avalanche and then getting hit, taking 2 points of damage, having to get back up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, we got a cutscene. Why do you make us suffer with this game? Hey, I'm the one suffering the most here. I gotta play it. We cannot stay here. This mountain will be the death of us. Let the ring bearer decide. We will go through the mines. So be it. Well, okay, I was really concerned that they were just going to skip over the mines of Moria. Oh, maybe they still will, actually. Maybe it'll still happen.
So in the end, we had no real choice. Saruman had forced us to turn
Not
back.
Saruman.
The decision was made that we would make our way to the mines of Moria. For Gandalf knew of a secret entrance.
Oh my god, a secret.
So we made our way down the mountain.
Okay.
However, the route to the mines of Moria was still a perilous one, waiting for us.
Not goblins.
No!
Oh yes, evil and criminal.
What is that
Nothing
picture?
beyond
That's
the odds.
hilarious.
And they meant us.
I like how he's a mohawk too. Is no one making handheld consoles anymore? I looked up one of those crappy top 5 lists. It was just 4 different Nintendo Switches and an iPad. I mean, there's the Steam Deck. Also, PlayStation's coming out with their PlayStation 5 streaming thing. It's a thing where you can stream games to it, but it only has Wi-Fi connection, so you can't take it with you anywhere. And you can't download games to it. You can only stream games. So if like you went to, so say for example, if you lived in Japan, you know, like a lot of people who play handheld games, so it's useless. Yeah, it's useless. If you live in Japan and you're on the train all the time and you want to play games because you're on the train, well, you can't use your PlayStation 5 thing. It's pointless. So instead, you're just gonna keep using your Nintendo Switch. It's for people too lazy to get up from the couch. It's honestly, it doesn't make sense. It's honestly a pointless device. Especially since you can stream games from your PlayStation to your phone. So, what's the point of even paying for this device? We should eliminate the threat and clear the path for travelers. Who is traveling through the mountains? Who the fuck are you talking about? Well, I guess there's Arwen's mother who was murdered. So I guess there's that. So yeah, it's a little too late though. It's a little too late for her. She's dead. It's gonna break in like 2 weeks and cost $1 million to replace. Yeah. No one's gonna pay for it because it sucks. Have you seen the new Apple headset? Yeah, their new VR headset, but it's targeted exclusively to people who want to watch movies, but they're also in the kitchen cutting onions or doing laundry. Yeah, that's it reminds me of the metaverse, where they wanted to make the metaverse, but they didn't know what they were going to use the metaverse for. Like, that's what the device feels like. Like, Apple wants a VR headset, but they don't actually know what people use VR headsets for. So they're just like, you can do your laundry while you do your taxes. Alright, great. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh my god, he limps when he has no health? What the fuck? I should probably use my bow, now I think about it. There we go. It's an Oculus Rift for wine moms, yeah. People don't understand it compared to the MetaQuest, but it's competing with Microsoft and the HoloLens. Yeah, the thing that Microsoft never came out with because they realized it was pointless. Yeah, it's competing with that. I mean, the thing is they're solving a problem that I'm pretty sure, like the new Vive, which costs significantly less, also does, which is the ability to be able to see through the lenses, so that way you can see your room while you're wearing them and not have to take them off. Like, there's already other VR headsets that have solved that problem for significantly cheaper. The HoloLens is out. It's used more in the auto industry. What? I thought that was canceled. Well, I can tell you the Apple thing is definitely not targeted to the auto industry. 4K each eye is a big deal. Full OS is also a very big deal. I'm pretty sure a lot of fuck. A lot of VR headsets have full OS now, or at least their own OS. I don't know if any of them have 4K. The problem is I don't think 4K is necessary, because you probably wouldn't be able to, with a headset that close, you probably wouldn't be able to see it. I mean, the thing is, like, 4K, the bigger your TV gets, the more necessary it is for the resolution to be higher, because then the pixels will be more obvious. But, like, a 4K TV is already, like, the max resolution the eye can see. I'm pretty sure it's like twice the max resolution that the eye can see. So, like, 4K lens that's that close to your eye, like, what's the point? It's not helpful. I am so dying. This whole game got significantly more difficult very quickly. Actually, I guess not, because I still have my arrows, and they don't do any... They just auto-kill them. Oh my god, bad guys! For what they're trying to do, the Quest is very uncomfortable and you notice pixels. Apple's trying to really push UX and make it comfortable for replacing desktop solutions. But the thing is, like, maybe it's going to be more comfortable on the eyes, but it's still a giant... It's still like a massive, incredibly heavy object that's pulling down on your face. You know what I mean? It's still a terrible solution for $3,500. Can I go this way? No. Okay. Take this. The battery being in your pocket's a huge deal in cutting weight. I guess that's true. That is kind of weird that other VR options don't have like a belt or something that you clip onto instead of it all being in the head. Like, wires aren't a problem if the wires aren't going to your computer. You know, if they're still just going to you, they're not going to be in the way. Is that guy dead? I guess so. Apple knows how to make something as easy as possible to use. Apple, well, not really. I mean, the thing is, Apple knows how to make the basic necessities as easy as possible to use. But anything that's beyond that is basically impossible to use. And it's also Apple too, so if you want to do like additional things to your headset, it's probably way more difficult. I don't know how big the modding or hacking scene is with like VR headsets, but also, how many games are going to be on it? Probably none. Probably no games, because it's Apple. And Apple doesn't make things for video gamers, for gamers. They just... But that's the other thing too, is it's like, if Apple already had a massive like gaming market, it'd be a no-brainer, right? But they don't. Like, there's barely any games on Apple. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna have to hook it up to your Windows computer if you want to play any games, and it's probably not gonna let you do that. It's probably Apple-only computers. Are iPhones the most common phones in the US? They are? Are they, though? I don't think they actually are. I'm pretty sure Android still is dominant. Wait, let me look it up. Because I know, like a lot of people also assume that Apple computers are more common than Windows computers. But Apple computers are like 15% of computers in the US. Okay, so yeah, iOS has 57% of the market share, so it's pretty close. It could be outdated. Oh, that's true. How old was this? 2023. Okay, so that's pretty recent. That's my concern, is that I feel like very few developers are going to show much interest, because with an entry point that high, they're going to have a really small user base to sell their software to. Especially an entry point that high that's already dominated by two other big brands. You have the Vive and you have Facebook that both dominate the market. Like, how are you going to come in? Which is probably why they're trying to sell it as like augmented reality device. But if I'm going to get an augmented reality device, I'm not going to get a giant brick. You know? I'm not going to get a massive cinder block. Mac is based off of Unix, which is also why it has strong software engineering user base. Does it? I don't think it does. And I also don't think it's as big in the arts as people think it is. Oh yeah, engineers prefer Macs because they're high-quality machines with excellent screens and good battery life. What the fuck? What? This stuff isn't even... I guess if you're getting a laptop. I think part of it, though, a big part of it is Apple has the dominance when it comes to the education sector. So you have a lot of people who are being taught on MacBooks, on Apple computers. So it makes sense that, you know, that's what they know. So once they get into the job, that's what they're gonna get. Because Unix base is much more reliable OS. That's true. Windows is ungodly unreliable. It's so awful. You want a high-res screen so you can see more lines of code at once. I guess like if you're getting a laptop, that makes a lot more sense, because I mean that's kind of the PC market barely, like laptops are kind of left in the dust in the PC market. They were a thing for a little while, and now, at this point, you either need a desktop or you're just gonna get a phone, you know what I mean? Oh my god, these guys do so much damage. I don't know, man. I mean, they used Unix at Jurassic Park, and well, all because something is technically better doesn't mean it's going to be better, you know. You're only as good as the person developing your software. What the fuck? He shot the wrong way. I don't like using laptops, but Jesus, a current gen MacBook is godlike. Is it? I haven't used... To be fair, I haven't used an Apple computer in a really long time. I just know that they're still, like, ungodly expensive. Oh, I have no arrows. Oh, fuck. I did no damage to that guy? What the hell? I don't know if this... I don't know if that attack is actually even better. I made the mistake of buying a laptop that runs on Snapdragon? Oh god. Many people who buy iPhones are those who do it for the status and people have always had them. Yeah, when it comes to iPhone, people are just like... People who buy iPhones are like crazy about the iPhone. And then they'll be like, yo, did you get the new iPhone? I can't believe the changes. And it's like, what are the changes? And they're like, well, the number is different. Like, great. My favorite, though, is when Apple will be like, the new iPhone has this thing. And people are like, yo, that's been a thing in Android since, like, the beginning. How are you guys only just getting that? It reeks of goblin. Why can't I do my attack? There we go. Oh, yeah, that does no damage also. I like my iPhone, but I only upgrade once every 3 to 4 years. I mean, that's roughly what you should be upgrading for a smartphone anyway. Because, you know, like, 1 year and a change, 1 year is not going to change that much. But I think, I mean, a big part of it is that Apple knows that they know they don't need to do, like, anything, and people will still buy their products. That's why I think the Apple VR headset will still be successful. Because there'll be people who are like, oh, I want to get a VR headset. What should I get? I'm going to get the Apple one because I know Apple and I trust them. I'll buy that one. And then they get it. It's like, this is so great. I love the games I can play. And they have, like, Candy Crush, and that's the only game they can play. The thing I like about iPhones, they're still making small models. I guess that's true. Yeah, because they have the Apple Mini and stuff. And they're usually cheaper also. I think if they made a small version of an Android, they'd be more expensive. They'd be like, this mini version, $500 more. What the heck is this? What the fuck? A secret passage? I like my PC's open. I don't use my phone enough to care about it having open. Stupid ass fellowship. Why didn't they take the secret passage instead of Moria? True. Oh my god. Am I working on any videos? Yeah, I am. It should be out probably, like, the end of next week, probably. Ah, fuck, I'm gonna die! Alright, I have to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. I have returned. His VTuber is lifeless, a husk of a person devoid of intelligence and feeds on chat. His soul has left his body just like Aragorn. Oh my god, I have no health. I have no health, I have no arrows. The fuck? I guess I'll put that one back. There's a guy fighting you and he just left for some reason. That sounds about right. Fuck! I feel like children doing drugs is the dumbest way to rebel against their parents. You're doing something that can literally kill you. I mean, it probably would be better if there was like any proper education on drugs. Like they don't teach you like, hey, don't do too many drugs. Only do 5 grams of meth. Don't do 10 grams of meth. I don't know. Maybe 5 grams is too much already. How much is my Vivax? I don't know. I don't have the bottle anymore. Maybe it's milligrams. Only do 5 milligrams of meth. Don't do 20 milligrams. You know, they don't teach you that. Instead, they teach you if you do one meth, you will die. It will kill. You'll turn into a slug. You know what I mean? And then they do it, and they're like, oh, nothing bad happens. I should do too much. That's the thing, it's just like any drug. If you take too much of it, it's gonna be very bad for you. Is there no way to get over there? How do you get over there? Nazim says no to drugs. Worst spokesperson ever. I mean, basically, the DARE campaign was basically Nazim telling you not to do drugs. I am so gonna die. Fuck. Make it a bonding activity. Do drugs with your parents. If you did drugs with your parents, I bet you that would stop the person from doing drugs ever again. Because nothing is more uncool than doing something with your parents. Oh, I never changed it. Oh, fuck. Changing my name to Nazim has bitten me in the ass just now. True. Wait, if I die enough times, it gives me full health? Oh my god, that's fantastic. Thank goodness this game was meant for small children. Girl I knew smoked weed with her mother all the time, although that's hardly a drug. I mean, well, hey, if you listen to American politicians, weed is the most dangerous drug that's ever existed. There's nothing more dangerous than a drug that does some things and makes you mellow. Oh fuck, I'm about to die. I just got roasted anyway. Solution, don't listen to American politicians. Yeah, that's a good solution for basically any situation. I have friends who have legitimately told me that doing drugs with their parents ruined it for them. Yeah, of course it ruined for them. Like, there's nothing more uncool than doing something rebellious with your parents. Like, it's supposed to be something that, like, you're fighting against the system, but if you're doing it with your parents, like, that makes it the most uncool thing you could possibly do. Oh, there's a ladder back there. I guess I have to go around. Very exciting. Are they healing? What the fuck? This guy's trying to get up from the ground and he can't. And I desperately need his help. Fucking god damn it! You shouldn't listen to politicians in general no matter what country they're from? True. I feel like I should... Oh, whatever, it's too late now. Oh my god. Okay, so some strong attacks stun them for a few seconds without knocking them over, which is useful. Oh my god, I just want to get through this freaking area. That guy is healing them! What the fuck? Okay, we got rid of those guys, so now we should be fine. I wish there was a way to stab him on the ground. But nope, there is not. The concept of doing drugs to rebel against the system is so dumb. You're literally giving money to mobsters who are part of the system. Yeah, but they're like criminals, though. So that means you're fighting... That's the other thing is, like, by legalizing drugs, by legalizing marijuana, you're making it less cool. Because now you're just helping the economy. And that teenagers don't want to do that. Wait, I don't know. I would say it looks like if you hit them the right way, you can break their shields, but I don't think that's what happened. Ka-chow! Okay, it looks like there's a healer again. And I believe this guy is the healer. Oh, it's just him here too. Okay. Goblins defeated? There's so... Why? I have to defeat so many freaking goblins. What the frig? Does this guy count as the goblins I have to kill? Sindarin bracers. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I still have the same garbage sword. Oh, that improves my sword. That's good, I guess. There's a YouTube channel I watch called Into the Shadows who have covered dangerous drugs who probably have done a better job than the government at dissuading people from doing drugs. Yeah, that's the thing is like... The government... part of the problem is the government doesn't actually know what the drugs do also. So the government be like, yo, if you take this drug, it's gonna turn you into a nincompoop, and people are like, what does that even mean? What are you even talking about? Why are they still flashing? I wish I had a cooler sword. Cantina drug reviews when? I could review the drugs I've been prescribed. Those are pretty good. I like that they help me, like, function and be alive and stuff. What's great about the legalization in Portugal of drugs is it led to a drop in drugs use. Yeah, a lot of people who point to the fact that it should be legal always point to that, which makes sense. I mean, the thing is, a lot of people who use drugs do it because There's two big reasons that hurt. Review Adderall first. I've never actually had Adderall. I've only ever had Vyvanse, and I've had a non-stimulant one, which sucked, and also turned out to be very bad for me because I have a specific heart problem that did not go well with it. But what the fuck was I about to say? Oh yeah, because a lot of people, I mean, you know, it's like the teenagers thing. They only use drugs because they want to rebel, and they're fighting the powers. They're doing something illegal, and that feels cool. And then there's also a lot of people who, because they can't get help, because if they go to the government and say, hey, or they go to like a doctor and they say, hey, I'm addicted to this drug and I need help getting off of it, the government's like, you're a criminal, prison time. Fuck you. So now you're just stuck addicted to this drug. Adderall helps so much for ADHD. I don't need it badly, but the focus is just so nice. Yeah, I don't have my Vyvanse right now. Because as it just so happens, when you don't have your ADHD medication, it makes remembering and being motivated to go get your ADHD medication filled, because you have to message the doctor every time, more difficult. There's some testimonies of people saying the CIA tried to spread heroin usage inside protest movements to sedate them. What the fuck? I believe it though. That doesn't surprise me at all. So much for drugs that fight the system. True. What the fuck? He's blocking every attack. He's too good. They sold them poor drugs into black communities. Yeah, that... I believe it. I mean, there's a lot of other things that the CIA did to black communities that were not good at all. They used it for funding their private covert ops in Central and South America, too. That's really good. That's really great of the CIA. I think it's really cool how awesome and great the American government is. I think it's really awesome. They're just such great people, and they're always thinking about the best for everybody. That's what I like about them. The punitive system has no fucking place in healthcare, in my opinion. Drug addiction should be treated, and people suffering from it should be supported. Yeah, it's not like the most logical way to go about fighting drugs. You know, it's like if you were if in order to dissuade thieves, right? Instead of just targeting the thief, you're like, anybody who gets stolen from goes to prison. If you've been robbed, you're going to prison. That'll stop the thieves. That'll prevent them from thieving. Okay, yeah, great. That's a really logical way to go about it. Oh my god, wait, there's combos? I just thought it was all the same shit. The combo was very similar to that from the Two Towers Return of the King game. I wonder if they just stole the animation files from those games. My aunt just finally got accepted from asylum after waiting 2 years in San Antonio. Oh my god, that's good. That's good to hear. Yeah, it's not easy getting out of asylum. It's also not easy getting into asylum nowadays also. Oh my god, another healer? God dang. Actually, wait. I can probably get more combos, right? I wish there was a way to know what combos are what. There's just no way. It's just... a question mark? What does this combo do? I don't fucking know. Why don't you tell me? Elendil's Malice. Let's get this one. Oh wait, I only have 3? Let's get that one then. Oh, is this the charge? Oh, this is the charge. Oh my god, this one sucks. Oh, that was a waste. Well, they're all dead anyway, because it didn't matter. The bridge to Moria! The quest is complete! The walls of Moria. And also the ladders of Moria. Do you think the Fellowship would be as willing to enter Moria if they knew that there was already a ton of goblins in there? Like, if you were gonna head into Moria, right, and there's just non-stop goblins pouring out of Moria, you'd probably be like, maybe not. Maybe we do go around. Hi, guy. Hello, welcome back, Spliffy. I work as a pharmacy tech, and like, I've interacted with a lot of people struggling with addiction. I'll tell you, the opioid epidemic is 100% the fault of doctors. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't talk about this a lot because there's already so little faith in doctors that most of the time I'm trying to convince people to go to their doctor and actually get medical help because they probably need it. I mean, if they do need it, not for no reason. Yo, you who seems perfectly normal, get medical attention now. But like, there's a big issue with, and it's one of the reasons why I actually trust PCPs more than like a regular doctor. There's a big issue with doctors getting like sponsorship deals where they get commission every time they prescribe you a certain drug. So like if a doctor ever wants you to get like a specific name brand drug, like you're like, oh, can't I get the generic brand which I know exists? And they're like, no, you should get this one. This one's more effective. That they're getting money off of that. They're trying to sell you it. It's such a massive problem. There was a group of doctors who tried to make a registry that was like, hey, I'm a doctor and I don't work with drug companies to sell drugs, and they got ousted from like the medical. They got blacklisted from like hospitals, so they couldn't work there anymore. Because so many other doctors who do get tons of money from that were like, hey, you're making me look bad. You're hurting my business and making me look scummy. It's like, yeah, because you are scummy. I'm more wondering if Aragorn would have been able to hold the ring and drop into Mordor since he's half elf. I mean, Isildur was also half elf, so no. If anything, Isildur was less. I mean, the bloodline, the Dunedain bloodline. It's kind of weird because for some people it doesn't get watered down. So like Aragorn's Dunedain bloodline is still technically as pure as it was like when it first appeared. But for all the Gondorians who also have Dunedain bloodline, it was watered down. And some people get it and some people don't. Like Boromir did not get it, but Faramir did get it. So Faramir is a Dunedain and Boromir is not, and their father is a Dunedain. I don't understand how it works. It kind of like just seems random. I didn't know about Isildur. Don't know about the Lord of the Rings lore. Yeah, I used to know so much about Lord of the Rings lore. Not quite as much as I used to. Because I fell off of the Lord of the Rings for a long time after the Hobbit movies came out. But since I've been rereading the books, I'm getting back into it. I picked up some knowledge. Picked up some things here and there. Fucking die! Sean P needs to stop dying in movies? I remember somebody asked him about that, and he's like, I don't know. It just happens. He's like... Because people are like, do you pick movies where you die? And he's like, no, it's just a coincidence. It's just, he just happens to end up being in roles where he's always dying. There's a point made that absolutely everyone would fall to the power of the ring. Yeah. I mean, well, Yeah, I mean, basically every mortal on Earth would fall. And most immortals, like Gandalf, would be susceptible to it. The thing is, I don't know if Treebeard would. I think Treebeard and, like, the other Ents would probably become more evil, but I don't think they would... I don't think they would become... enthralled to it in the same way other races would. The reason Frodo succeeded in his quest is he showed mercy to Smeagol, who was ultimately the one who destroyed it. I mean, mercy, quote unquote. He basically enslaves Smeagol in the books. Elrond's ring wasn't made by Sauron. No, it wasn't. But those rings are still affected by it. If Sauron was wearing, where am I supposed to be going? If Sauron was wearing his ring and the elves were wearing their rings, Sauron would still be able to control them. Oh, I think I need to go down here. I do wish the crafting the rings took more than one episode in Rings of Power. Also, the props used for the show were hilariously huge. They were pretty big. Yeah, it was pretty sudden. It was like the last 10 minutes of the episode. It wasn't even just one episode. It was just like, we need to make the rings. We've made the rings. It's done. But it doesn't matter because Season 2 is probably going to be really awful because they won't be able to have any writers help them in case they need to do any script changes, which they will. Because there's always script changes. Because, I mean, the moment you start filming something, you realize, like, oh, this sounded good on paper, but it doesn't actually work if we try and turn it into the show. So we need a writer to come in. But there's no writers. There's no writers anywhere. They're all on strike, and we don't want to pay them. So instead, we're just going to do something really bad. That's why every TV show in 2007 was canceled. Because they all thought they could get away with no writers, and then they realized they couldn't. Is Sauron being scared of the light or whatever a thing in lore? Being scared of the light? What light? Wait, what? Is that something in the movies? A writer's strike is what killed Heroes. It killed Heroes, it killed Firefly, it killed a ton of shows. It also killed the James Bond movies. Because they made Casino Royale, and then there was the writer's strike, and then they made Quantum of Solace, and that movie was awful. And then they just never made a good James Bond movie after that. The light that Galadriel is traveling to in the beginning of the Rings of Power... Oh, that's not even a thing in the books. That doesn't exist. That's just... It's kind of a holdover of the Peter Jackson's movies. There's a lot of holdovers in the Rings of Power from Peter Jackson's movies that kind of ruin the Lord of the Rings once you put them in context. Once you introduce the wider context of Middle-earth, suddenly all those things don't make any sense. Like the elves losing their immortality. Like, that's not a thing that happens. They don't ever lose. There's no risk of them ever becoming mortals. That's just not something that... Like, in the books, Arwen also doesn't become mortal. She just dies. She just dies of sadness like Padme. Because they're like, Arwen chooses a mortal life. And also, in the movies... They make the Undying Lands, they make it sound like it's where you go to not die. But by doing that, they kind of make Sauron, right. Because Sauron convinces the Númenóreans to invade Valinor, because he's like, it's not fair that you guys don't get to live forever like the elves. And if you went to Valinor, you'd be able to live forever, and you should go do that. And then they try to do that, and then the ultimate god destroys them, strikes them down. And the whole point is that they were tricked by Sauron. Like, they would still be mortal. There was nothing that was like being kept from them. But in the movies, and also the Rings of Power, that is true. So in other words, Sauron's kind of the good guy. So yeah, that plotline kind of ruins the whole thing. Tolkien wrote in a letter that he had this idea that everyone has their own moral stamina, just like physical and mental stamina. Each person would be able to resist the temptation of the ring only up to a certain point, but every character would fail in the end. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, Tom Bombadil would not be, because Tom Bombadil isn't affected, but Tom Bombadil is also, like, is kind of above it all, in a sense. I love that Flat Earth used to be canon in Middle Earth. Wait, it did? Wait, what? I don't remember that part. Oh my god, this is so boring. Just constantly going around trying to... Is that the last goblin I need to kill? He's over there? Fuck. Wait, no, there's tons of goblins. What? Oh, it's just some goblins count towards the quest and some don't. Okay. I guess that guy counted. Is it true that people wearing masks due to pollution? Oh, in New York? Probably. I'm sure that some people are. I don't know if you've seen any pictures, but it looks pretty bad over there. It looks pretty bad. Oh my god. I think it's kind of sad that people in medieval times were better at keeping their forests clean and fire safe than people are nowadays. But I guess that's because it was kind of part of the job for just the general public. In general, like, the peasants would go around and they'd clean up the forest. They'd, you know, because part of it was they're collecting stuff for wood so they could burn for their fireplaces. But also part of it was to keep it clean so you could easily walk through and you know, you have access to things as well. And that's not something anybody does anymore. Instead, people are so focused on keeping the forest as natural as possible that they're endangering themselves. If I remember right, Eero said that eventually elves will envy humans because they are able to die. That's probably true. We actually tend to have great air quality. I was amazed to find out that New York's air quality is like on par with Maine's. But then I remembered, I was reminded that Maine gets like all of the air. Maine gets all of the pollution from the rest of the US, so like it makes sense our air quality is terrible. It's just the same thing from... Oh. Man, this is a good quest. Oh my god, he's got me! No! What? Oh my god, action! This is so exciting! That was terrible. Take this, big monster! Ouch. Oh, I should block. What the fuck? Great. Okay, when you have your bow out, he just crouches. That also doesn't protect you against anything. Oh, okay, blocking is pointless. That's cool. I should read the books. The first book is the hardest to get through. Once you get to the first book, the second book is pretty good. And it's also more, it's more streamlined. The first book is all over the place. I said that they did Treebeard dirty. They did pretty much every character dirty. How is Faramir in the book and the movies? Was it a good adaptation? Hell no. Faramir is butchered in the movies. Faramir sucks in the movies. In the books, he's just better Boromir. In the books, he's everything that Boromir thinks he is, but isn't.
I'd never seen such a...
And in the movies, he's worse Boromir.
It was here. It dawned on me what a truly dangerous path we'd taken. And it was
I always be on the Boromir Defense Force until the day I died, by the way. Yeah, he fell to the power of the ring, but if I were in that position, I would try to take it way earlier. My man held out as long as possible, and he still gave his life. Well, and also, in the books, Boromir is like, he's the reasonable one. Like, everybody, like, when they go to Caradhras, he's the only person who's like, maybe we should bring some wood with us, so that way, you know, we can make a fire and not freeze to death. And they're like, oh yeah, that's a great idea, Boromir. Like, he's the guy who's all doing these, like, suggestions that's like, any reasonable, smart person should think of, but, but they aren't.
Entering the mines of Moria wasn't an easy decision. Gandalf was all too aware of what perils awaited. For once, this had been the brightest of dwellings for the dwarves. Home to the underground city.
Well, I'm excited to see Moria. I bet it sucks.
Now, it was a tomb.
Why? What happened?
To their great cost, the dwarves had unearthed all sorts of horrors.
What kinds of horrors? Tell us.
Yeah,
Father.
father.
All sorts of
Fucking head. What a terrible storyteller. All sorts of stuff. I don't know. I was too busy sleeping, man. I have no idea. There's like a big flaming guy, and there was like some other small guys. It was crazy. Oh my god. We're in Moria. This is no mine. It's a tomb. Look, dwarven corpses. No, they will be avenged. The boring and cringe chapters of Bombadil. The only boring part is when he's singing, which is most of the time. Bombadil, the whole Bombadil thing is pretty interesting outside of when he sings, because his song sucks. I just got 5 ads in a row, so I missed your entire response to my comment. Wait, which one was that? Oh, I'll always be on the Boromir defense. Oh, I just said that Boromir is. It's pretty similar to the movies how he is, but in the books he's also more like, he's the reasonable one. Where they're like, hey, we're gonna go up this big mountain that's freezing cold and it's a blizzard all the time. And Boromir's like, we should probably bring some wood, because otherwise we'll freeze to death. And then they're all like, oh yeah, that's a great idea, Boromir. That's a really good point that none of us thought of. It's like, you'd all have died if it wasn't for him. I mean, I still think that the Fellowship would have been better off with Faramir, but, he's pretty good. Boromir's pretty cool. My younger brother tried to read the Fellowship of the Ring many times, but can never understand the Tom Bombadil part. I mean, the Fellowship of the Ring is almost exclusively about world building. Like, that book is pretty much only focuses on setting up, like, the world and its history. The main focus, too, is, like, Tolkien focused most of that book on trying to connect all of his other stories. Because a lot of the stories that are talked about in those books were things that he had come up with previously. And was now trying to, like, all bring them into one cohesive universe. I've gotten all these mithril bars, but I have never found a single forge. I haven't found a single forge in which I can forge them at. The dwarven weapon, okay. I need to find 8 mithril bars? Oh my god. I wonder if the forge was behind that door I never opened. That's kind of stupid. The first half of the Fellowship is a bit too much of an awkward in-between The Hobbit and the rest of the Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely tones down by the second half a little bit, but it's still... There's a lot of meandering in that book. The second book, they kind of cut to the chase a little bit better. I think by the time he started writing the second book, Tolkien had a better grasp of his writing skills. And a grasp of the plot. I wonder if that attack can hit them when they're on the ground. How do I do it? Wait, you can't test out attacks? You can only combo attacks when you're hitting somebody? What the fuck? Goblin archers on the other side of the chasm. Oh my god, we're gonna crush them. We're gonna crush them. Okay, great. We did it. That was exciting. That was really cool. Oh my god. This what the fuck? Oh my god, what happened to his body? It's impressive how they made a game that just isn't very good at all. That's really I'm so impressed by it, quite frankly. Arrow. Tolkien was also a pretty perfectionist writer. I don't know about that. The thing is, like, at the very least, he wasn't too concerned because he let his daughter write, like, a third of the Fellowship of the Ring book, so. Also, he was terrible at geography. His son, Christopher Tolkien, is the one who made the maps and also, like, made all of the, like, geography make sense. Because apparently it was, like, super inconsistent. Like, all the locations and the distances and things. So, Christopher Tolkien went through and cleaned it all up. I love The Hobbit a lot. It's my favorite book ever, but that sort of tone doesn't really work quite as well with a grander story. It's not bad. It's just kind of fumbling around in the dark for a while. I really want to... I still haven't gone back to read The Hobbit yet, but I remember it being my favorite of the books as well. So once I finish Return of the King, I can go back and listen to that one and see if it's still my favorite. A lot of fantasy maps have like water streams that go uphill, stuff like that. That's a good point. I never even think about that. That'd be really obnoxious for somebody who notices that kind of stuff. Oh my god, these guys do so much fucking damage. Oh great, and they also can heal. Silmarillion had a lot of material because he was repeatedly changing and perfecting the story. That's true. Well, a lot of that stuff also was stuff he was changing after. Like, after The Lord of the Rings was written, too. Like, he just kept changing stuff. Which is, I mean, makes sense, because that's what a lot of writers do. Like, if a writer has an opportunity to just change the story, they're gonna. There's a lot of different versions, too, that Christopher Tolkien had to go through. He went through all of the different versions of the stories and just tried to find the ones that, like, lined up the best. Which is also why sometimes they feel like they contradict themselves. Because they do. They just do contradict themselves. The Virgin Lord of the Rings is one book versus the Chad Lord of the Rings is 6 books. I was about to say, actually, the Lord of the Rings is technically 6 books because there's 2 books in each book. True. That's the Chad version, I agree. Oh, one of them's an archer. Oh, that explains a lot. Oh my god, if he killed me there, I was gonna cry. I had a friend that compared Lord of the Rings to Dante's Inferno in terms of literary importance. That's probably accurate. Although, nobody really talks about Dante's Inferno anymore, do they? Bobby Kotick recently just showed that he once again... Wait, what? I was about to ask who was that, but then I remembered that's the Activision guy. What did he do? What did he do this time? I bet it was something terrible, because he's a terrible person. Oh, it shows you where all the banners are, too. I didn't even notice that. Okay, I guess we might as well try and do this quest. Doesn't look like there's any back there also, so I guess I got them all. Blaming unions, denying stuff? Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. It's the union's fault. I mean, sure, the unions didn't exist before and only exist because I did that stuff, but they started it all. If it wasn't for the unions, I wouldn't have had to threaten to murder people and also harass these people. It's mandatory in high schools here. Oh, I guess that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, you know, it makes sense to be big in Italy. I mean, to be fair, the books that are mandatory in American schools are not the books people would usually think as, like, important books. or as important. I mean, most of them are very racist. Most of them are very racist. And some people wonder why there are people that want Activision Blizzard to be purchased by Microsoft to go through. Yeah. I mean, it's frustrating that if it did go through, Bobby Kotick would get $100 billion or whatever, but like, even if he did it, he's still rich beyond compare. And also, Microsoft has been willing to work with unions, or people wanting to unionize. They haven't like tried to fight against it. So that's much better for employees in that sense. It wasn't mandatory in my school, but I read it in class instead of one of the required books because I was bored or whatever we were reading. Man, I wish I could have chosen something else to read instead of the required books. That would have been great. I don't want it to happen because consolidation is bad, frankly. I mean, the thing is, it's bad either way. Ultimately, it's like they're just two giant companies. Activision would probably be bigger than Microsoft if they knew how to manage anything and knew what video games were. Oh, you weren't technically supposed to be reading? Oh, okay. That makes sense. The ratchet wheel? Oh my god. Fragment discovered. I need to find another fragment? I wonder if this goes somewhere. Oh, it does. Alright, great. That was really exciting. That was really cool. It's amazing how many companies Microsoft bought, and yet they still don't have any major exclusives. That's because Microsoft is also not very good at making video games. They've kind of forgotten that one of the key aspects of making games is you have to make them. What the fuck? How did they fall off backwards? What the hell? Alright, sure. I love a good trap in a video game that has absolutely zero bearing on the game at all and doesn't give you XP and is just there to show you a cutscene. Who's the healer? Oh wait, let's kill the archer guy real quick. Alright, I think this is the healer, the guy with the flag. What the fuck is that? Morale. Oh, it just gave me morale. That's it. Okay. Cool. School mandatory books mostly are books from their country, which was important and revolutionary. Like in Finland, you have to read Seven Brothers. It's a story about 7 brats who moved to a forest and came back as men. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, that's true. All the books that we have to read are books written by Americans that are talking about how not racist they are, but then they're still very racist. That's just all of them. That's just all of them. Kitchen, look, this is an example of somebody who isn't racist. It's not a very good one. Quite frankly. It's a pretty bad example in my opinion. Now Halo is doing bad? Oh, the problem with Halo is they just have no content. I recently re-downloaded it. Because I was like, oh, I wonder how Halo Infinite's doing. Maybe I'll play it. And then it's like, they have barely any new customization options, and all that's there is stuff that's blocked, not even behind a paywall, but most of it's blocked behind their battle pass. It's like, what the fuck? You expect me to play, 500 hours of content before I can change my freaking visor color? Like, no. It amazes me how many, of those online games that have just so little customization. Like when I was playing Vermintide 2, that game has been out for ages, and yet there's barely any customization in it. It's bizarre. Like, that's how you make money. Why are there not, there should be tons of options. There should be 500 different customization options. Swarms of goblins. Balin must have been told about this. Is that what he said? What the fuck did he say? Diablo 4 looking clean? Yeah, man, this is the Diablo 4 is so good. I can't believe how good they've made it. So much better than Diablo 3. There's such fun gameplay that's so responsive and feels great to play. This is better. I joked Diablo 4 legit, and I'm surprised. I'm amazed that people are liking it, because I didn't realize that Activision could still make good video games. I thought they were done with that. I thought that was in the past. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Actually, wait, I probably could level up my skills. Is there any new skills I can get? No, there isn't. Oh, great. God dang it. The way they want you to play the game as much as possible also act like they're shocked when every new live service game they release every year, every other week, isn't a runaway success. Yeah. Yeah, all those live service. Halo. All the other ones, probably, that I can't think of right now. God, no! Why? How far back am I? Wait. Oh, wait, I think I'm just at the entrance of this area. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's not too far back. That's not too bad. Get up from the ground! Oh my god, I already have no health. No. Another dwarven mechanism, no doubt. We must raise the bridge, the wheels upon the platform. Alright, Gandalf will do it. Oh my god. Kill him. I wish that attack was just slightly faster, because then it would be more useful. Oh wait, what? There's a save file here that I never used? Oh my god. How did I not stun the other guy? No. Oh my god. Oh my... Wait, I'm full health! Yes! Yes. He's just spam healing himself? He's just heal spamming? Fucking hell. What was in here? Oh, the mithril bar. Great, that's really exciting. No, wait. What? I have to go to the other side to turn it? Alright, now's a good time to, save. Save the old game-yo. Oh my god. Take this! You can't stop me against my sword. Alright, we're making good progress. Doing pretty good. Making our way into the boring Mines of Moria. Mines of Moria usually one of my favorite places to go in video games because they're always, you know, they're so cool. Not this one. Although I guess it's better than the last area, the snow place. Man, I love what the frick. I love a health area that forces you to lose all of your health before you can have access to the health thing. What's that? You have no health and you desperately need it right now? Well, fuck you. Also, if you do get all of your health, you're gonna lose it all again anyway. You might as well not even come over here. Fuck! Oh my god! Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, what? Oh, now I can combo things? Oh, bizarre. What the hell? I can't understand how Tolkien read Kalevala in Finnish when even to me, whose native language is Finnish, it's difficult to understand it. What is Kalevala? I've never even heard of that. Oh my god. Wait, no, yeah, I did do the thing. Okay. I was like, for a second there, I couldn't remember if I put the bridge down or not, but that was in the previous... Before I made the save. So that's good. That's good to know is down. Also, we're doing a lot better this time. Finnish epic national poem, a recollection of oral fake tales 19th century. That sounds pretty cool. Oh no, not this again. Oh god, this is where I died last time. How did that only stun that guy over there and not the guy next to me? What happened to all the other people? Last time I got swamped. Now there's nobody here? The hell does this go? Is this the way I'm supposed to go? Because that's not the way I want to go. Nope, it definitely is not. A tunic? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, 5 more defense. That's very good. I only know about it because I stumbled upon it in the folklore section of my mother's bookshop. Seemed quite interesting, but only read its introduction. Sounds pretty cool. Alright. Oh, what the heck? What the? It's an ambush! Orcs! Orcs on the bridge! Oh, that's right, you can knock them off. I should try and knock them off more. If I knew how. Although I guess you don't get the health. Can I even shoot these guys? Oh my god, this is snow! I have to wait for them to uncrouch before I can shoot at them. This guy I can't even see. This is awful. And I have no arrows, okay. Yes! They're done for! I can only hold 11 arrows? What the hell? This is terrible. Tolkien got a lot of inspiration from Kalevala, like Book of Kullervo, dude who seduced his sister. Wait, what? Wait, what? Where was that in the Lord of the Rings? The path to Rivendell lies ahead, but it requires a key. It must be nearby. Through the mines. What? Oh, is the other guy dead? Oh, the Silmarillion. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about now. How do I... There must be the other thing I need to find. Oh, it's probably... Oh, I gotta go through these 2 areas first? Okay. And also that Calervo book, which was made after Tolkien died. He got a lot of inspiration from that one, huh? That makes sense. Ooh, mama. Oh my god. Iron key. Darrow-Delph key. Well, okay, is it an iron key or a Darrow-Delph key? Make up your mind. Well, guys, I'm leaving for bar trivia. Oh my god, have fun at bar trivia. Hopefully you do well. To read Kalevala correctly, you should sing it? Oh god, oh no, that's the most Tolkien thing I've ever heard. You must do a Kalevala recitation stream. You must sing it in its entirety. I'd want to learn all the pronunciation first, so I'd sing it properly. Wait, where's the last thingamabob? There should be one more... There should be another thing to open the door, but I haven't found it. It wasn't in here, right? I don't think so. And also, I don't know if I go forward, will I be able to come back? Probably not. No, it's not in here. Where the hell was it? Yeah, here's the door. But I don't see... Cantina, your character gets strabismus sometimes? What? My avatar? Oh, you mean... Oh. Yeah, I still gotta work on the eyes. Part of the problem is that the webcam is slightly too high. So it doesn't get a good look of my eyes. Also, my eyes are kind of small. So that makes it a little bit more difficult. If I had big, wide eyes, like my avatar, it'd be much easier to know what's happening. But, like, if I squint, it thinks my eyes are closed. Also, it goes... yeah, see, look, it goes weird. I'm pretty sure that thing way over there is... Yeah, it's the save point. There's nothing else that shows up on my map. Unless there's something farther down back there, but I don't think so. Let's go this way first. Oh, there's something over here I haven't gone to. Okay. This has got to have the last thingamabob. Oh. Oh, yeah. There's at least a banner over here. Oh, no, I have been here, though. Damn. It also makes me think that everything I can find should be somewhere around this area. Should be in this level. Okay, so that's one I have done. Actually, wait. What's this over here, then? No, that's another one I've also done. Oh. What? Wait, didn't I see one of those on the other map? Wait, are they really ones I've done, or was it because I'm pretty sure if you have the fire in your hand, it stops you from activating them. I feel like I didn't activate this one. No, I guess I did. So, where's the last one then? I don't know. Now I'm even more confused. Where's my journal? Yeah, there's still one more. Okay, what's on this map? Not much. But I definitely remember seeing something over here. Oh, I guess I was wrong. Okay. I probably shouldn't care, but I really want to know what's behind that door. It's probably something cool, right? It's probably like a cool thing. I was gonna say a cool sword, but I'm supposed to get my sword from something else. It's over here. Oh my god. Aragorn, you now hold the rune key. The door will open for us. Aragorn, please. Aragorn, please listen to me. Stop wandering around aimlessly. Aragorn, we desperately need to take the ring to Mordor. Why we can't? We don't have time for this. Alright, okay, we're headed to the door. I'm so excited. We're gonna find something totally cool. I'm sure of it. I'm sure it's gonna be really cool. And it's not gonna be really worth all this time I just wasted. It's gonna be real awesome. Open door! Oh my god. What's inside? It's a forge. I can't use it. Fuck. Aragorn, we don't have enough materials for the forge. Great. Son of a bitch. Oh, that was so worth my time. Okay, well, I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm really exhausted anyway. Even though I got tons of sleep, you'd think I wouldn't be exhausted, but I am exhausted because the sleep was awful. But hey, that's the exciting life of a guy whose nervous system is no good. So I'll see you guys on Saturday, probably, most likely, definitely, for sure. Where I'll probably play. I'm probably gonna do more PS2 games. Maybe we might do Simpsons Hit and Run or something. So that'll be cool. Look forward to that. Yeah. So I'll see you guys then. Hopefully a new video out eventually someday, one of these days. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe it'll be a good video. Thank you for swinging by, Alice Sensball. I'll see you guys Saturday. Goodbye. My mouse ever works. My mouse is not working.